Good morning everyone. Today myself Devanshu. I am here to give a presentation on the topic managerial communication in the hospitality industry. This will be the scope for today's session. So session objectives for today will be that by the end of the session, students will be able to understand meaning of managerial communication, explore various roles of communication, understand types of managerial communication, and realize barriers in managerial communication. Let's first discuss a scenario. Imagine your boss says we need to talk, giving no details. What is the first thing you will think about?
तो किस बारे में बात करना चाहता हूँ?
You will get
जब
time.
बात ही नहीं पता होगी तो बात क्या करेगा? मतलब टॉपिक ही नहीं पता होगा तो बात क्या करेगा?
ठीक है. That one sentence shows that how powerful and stressful communication can be in the management. So now we will learn about actually what does communication means. Can anyone give what do you mean by communication?
कम्युनिकेशन मतलब
Delivering a message.
आपस में कम्युनिकेट करना मतलब वो जैसे पवित्र ने बोला मैसेज एक दूसरे को डिलीवर करना.
Managerial communication in hospitality is the deliberate and strategic exchange of information within and outside an organization to foster understanding, build relationships, and achieve service excellence. This definition was given by Dr. Eleanor Vance, 2021. So, communication in hospitality means sharing information in a planned way and in a purposeful way within and outside the organization. The main goals are to create understanding among people, build good relationships, and achieve excellent service quality. In simple words, when managers and staff communicate clearly and effectively, teamwork improves, guests are satisfied, and the organization's reputation becomes stronger. Now we'll talk about the role of communication in hospitality. Communication in hospitality isn't just about conveying information, it's about creating connections, building trust, and ensures seamless operations. For managers, effective communication impacts three critical areas. First is fostering employee engagement. A good communication keeps employees motivated and connected. When staff understand their roles and feel heard about themselves, they work better and stay more committed toward their work. Second is elevating guest experience. Clear and polite communication with guests improve their overall experience. When guests receive proper attention and quick responses, they feel valued and satisfied. Then the third one is driving team efficiency. Communication helps coordinate tasks smoothly when everyone shares information clearly. There are fewer mistakes and faster results. For a short summary of this slide, we can say in hospitality, communication helps employees stay engaged, makes guests happier, and improves teamwork and efficiency. Now we'll learn about the types of managerial communication. First is verbal communication. This means using spoken words to share information or give instructions. It helps in quick understanding and immediate feedback. For example, a hotel manager giving a morning briefing to staff before guests arrive, or a supervisor talking to a team member to solve guest complaint. Then we have non-verbal communication. This means communicating without words through gestures, facial expressions, eye contact, and body language. It helps create the right mood, shows emotions, and build comfort and trust. For example, a front office staff smiling to make a guest feel welcome, or a confident posture or calm expression showing professionalism. Then last is written communication. This involves using written words to share information or keeping of records. It helps to maintain clarity, accuracy, and a permanent record for future reference. For example, sending an email to staff about new duty schedule. Now we have barriers to effective communication. Despite its importance, communication in hospitality often faces challenges. Understanding these barriers is the first step to overcoming them. First, we'll see what are the possible barriers. First is cultural differences. People from different countries or backgrounds may have different ways of speaking, greeting, or expressing themselves. This can cause confusion or misunderstanding. For example, a guest from Japan may expect very polite and formal welcome, while a Western guest may prefer a casual tone. Then we have language issues. When employees or guests speak different languages, it becomes hard to share information clearly. Misunderstandings can lead to mistakes in service. Uh, we can have an example of a housekeeping staff not understanding a guest request because of limited English. Then we have hierarchical gaps. In some organizations, low-level employees may feel scared to talk openly with seniors. This reduces idea sharing and slows down problem solving. For example, a waiter not reporting a guest complaint because he feels that the manager won't listen to him. Or a staff hesitating to suggest improvements due to strict management levels. Now we'll talk about some strategies which can be used to overcome these barriers. First is cultural sensitivity training. In this, teaching of employees about different cultural norms so that they can communicate with the international guests respectfully and easily. Example, we can conduct short training sessions on global etiquettes and greetings. Then we have language support, providing tools or training to improve language skills. Example, we can have offer English classes for staff or use translation apps for foreign guests. Then we have open door policies, encouraging employees to freely share their ideas and problems with managers. Example, we can have managers can hold weekly open meetings or feedback sessions with the employees to make the staff feel more comfortable and improve overall efficiency. As a short summary of this slide, we can say in hospitality, communication barriers like cultural differences, language issues, and hierarchy can cause misunderstandings. But with cultural training, language support, and open door policies, managers can overcome these barriers and ensure smooth teamwork and guest satisfaction. This slide is showing some key points to just gain verbal excellence and non-verbal cues. First, I'll talk about verbal excellence. Clear, concise instructions, like a manager giving short and direct directions to staff before an event. Active listening and empathy, listening carefully when a guest shares a complaint and responding with understanding. Tone and voice modulation, using a calm and pleasant tone when speaking to guests. And then appropriate language selection, using polite and professional language instead of a slang. Then we have Non-verbal cues, body language and posture. Example we can have standing straight with confidence and talking with guests, eye contact and facial expressions, smiling and maintaining eye contact to show interest and friendliness, personal space awareness, always maintaining a respectful distance while interacting with the guest, and professional appearance, wearing a neat uniform and keeping proper grooming standards at all times. Now we'll have a quick quiz. I'll give a question and four options. Which of the following best defines managerial communication in hospitality? Sharing personal opinions with guests, strategic exchange of information to achieve service excellence, giving orders to staff only, or using social media to promote hotels.
Option B.
Option B, it is correct. Strategic exchange of information to achieve service excellence. Which type of communication includes tone, pitch, and active listening? Written, non-verbal, verbal, or visual?
Verbal.
Okay, correct. Non-verbal communication includes reports and memos, facial expression, and posture.
B.
Option B.
Okay, correct. Then we have which communication strategy helps overcome cultural barriers, ignoring differences, cultural sensitivity training, limiting guest interaction, and using only written communication.
B.
Okay.
Yes, it is correct. Thank you. And for the conclusion part, we can say communication is foundational. This means that being good at all sorts of communication, like talking, listening, and writing, is absolute most important thing for being excellent in hotels, restaurants, or any other hospitality job. Cultural intelligence matters. This highlights that understanding and respecting people from different backgrounds is really important. When you get different cultures, guests are happier and the people you work with get along better. And last is crisis readiness is essential. This point says that being prepared for problems or tough situations is a key. Good managers can turn challenges into chances to show that how great their service is. These are the references I use. Thank you.
Devanshu, how come you made this PPT? कहाँ से बना? कैसे बना? कौन से ऐप से बनाया हो? अच्छी थी PPT अच्छी थी। कुछ ही बहुत अच्छा बनाया।
टेम्पलेट है वैसे
टेम्पलेट कैसी थी?
Template.
But Devanshu has done a good job. Again, like earlier times also, in equipment and materials management, you have presentation and
So
board.
इसकी मतलब सिंपल सोबर
सिंपल सोबर
अच्छी लगती है इसकी।
कम स्लाइड में
हाँ।
काफी अच्छा रहा। कुछ चीजें बस थोड़ा ऑब्जर्व कर लेना कि लोगों को साथ में रखना तो अच्छा रहेगा। वहाँ पे स्लाइड नंबर नीचे आएगा। जैसे JNU के बगल में ही NCHM कर दो या आगे पीछे और नीचे में स्लाइड नंबर। एक तो ये, दूसरा चीज है स्कोप और ऑब्जेक्टिव जो आज मैंने क्लियर सब किया तो तुमको मालूम चल गया वो कर लेना। बाकी तुम्हारे में कोई इतना वो नहीं था, अच्छा प्रेजेंटेशन था काफी। बस एक बॉडी लैंग्वेज में सुधार करना होगा, आई कांटेक्ट। तुम्हारा करते करते फिर तुम नीचे देखते हो, एक तक का बोलते हैं मैकेनिक लगता है वो, तो थोड़ा सा रियल करने के लिए उसको काफी देर तक इंटरेक्ट करना होगा। ये नहीं कि देख रहे हो फिर नीचे देख लिया फिर एक बात कर रहे हैं। कुछ लोग देखते हो लीडर्स बोलते हैं उसके बाद फिर अपना इंटरेक्ट नहीं करते हैं, तो वो थोड़ा सा एक सुधार करोगे तो एक्सेलेंस में चला जाएगा ये।
I'll also share the handouts just after.
Very good. Who will be the next now?
Sir.